Hello! In this video, we are going to be working with an online presentation program called Prezi. Prezi is similar to PowerPoint presentations because it designs a presentation in an organized order of information. So we're going to start by opening up our web browser to go online. I am using Mozilla Firefox as my browser, but you can use Internet Explorer, Safari, Google Chrome, any of those would work. So we're going to start by typing in our web address for Prezi, which is www.prezi.com. Then we're going to enter the site. On the home page, you're going to have to select sign up so you can create your own account. So go ahead and click sign up, and then about halfway down the page is a link to student and teacher licenses. You're going to click on that. We are going to choose the Enjoy Edu option because it's free. So we're going to select sign up now. To use Prezi, you're going to need to sign up with your student email address. So if I signed up as a student, I would put in my email address as rgilmore@usd497.org. Then I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, and I'm going to put in the information for my school and my city. Then down here it gives the option to put the web address for your school, and you will need to put the web address in for the school so they can match up your name with your school address. So that is http://woodlawn.usd497.org/. Then you're going to click on the box at the bottom that says, I confirm that the school above is the school where I am an active student or a teacher. So you would click on that saying, yes, I go to school at Woodlawn. Then you would continue. And a confirmation email is going to be sent to your email address. And you're going to go to your email and you're going to open up that email that you got from Prezi. And that email is going to walk you through the rest of your sign up steps. It's also going to have you create a password that you're going to use to log in with. Once you're all signed up, then you can log in to your account. And I am going to use a different login account that I already have made up. Once you get logged in, you're going to see all of the Prezi presentations that you have created in the past. You're going to see all of those on this home page here. And I want to make a new Prezi, so I'm going to click over here on the blue New Prezi link. And Prezi is then going to give me a bunch of different templates that I can choose from for my presentation. And when I pick one, I want to select a style that makes sense for the information that I'm going to present. So you have a whole bunch of different options to choose from. For my purpose today, you can take time and look through all of those, but for my purpose today, I'm going to choose this first one called Journey. And then I'm going to select the blue template link at the bottom that says Use Template. I'm going to click on that. And Prezi is then going to pull up a new blank template for me with the design from that Journey template that I chose. And you can see now the difference between PowerPoint and Prezi. While PowerPoint would set up your slides in a row, one after the next, that you would design, and you could add information for each one of those slides. Prezi gives you more of what's called a canvas. And on that canvas, then you have frames, which would be kind of like your slides. So you would use your frames to add information to the frames. just as you would to your slides in PowerPoint presentation. So this would be similar to what an artist would use a canvas for. An artist would draw on a canvas, a blank canvas, and they would layer on top of the canvas using paint. So that's more similar to what we have here in Prezi. So I'm going to start by changing the theme of my canvas because I don't like these colors and the design very much. So I'm going to use the Themes drop-down menu to select different colors and designs. I'm going to use this neon theme here. And you can see that the colors and designs on my canvas have changed. My other drop-down menus up here at the top give me some other options to use in designing my presentation. Insert allows me to add pictures and shapes and symbols, diagrams, videos, music. You can also record your voice on top of your presentation. Frames and arrows allows me to add extra frames in whatever shape I'd like them to be. So that would be if your canvas doesn't have enough frames already that they give you. You can add additional frames to your canvas. You can also use a draw arrow and draw line and a highlighter pen option. For today, I'm going to start by selecting my title for my canvas. When I select my title, I can type in text. I can also change the color of my text. I can change the font and the style and then the size. So I'm going to start by adding my title for today is going to be Journey of a Teacher. And I'm going to change my color to red. Once I'm done with my title, I can look over here on the left-hand side. My frames are all lined up in order, similar to what my slides would look like in a PowerPoint presentation. The top frame shows my main canvas, and below that are all of my frames lined up in how you're going to present them, the order you're going to present them in. If you want to change the order, you can grab, click, and drag around your frames to put them in the order that you'd like. The other option is to choose Edit Path. And if you click on Edit Path, you're going to see that this is going to show you the order of your presentation similar to what a connect the dots would look like. So if you want to change the order of your frames, you can grab the numbers and you can move them around to the correct frames where you would like them to start and stop, what order you'd like them to be in. Once I have everything organized like I want to present it, I can start adding in my information. So I have the option to select the frame on the left-hand side, and that will zoom in close to the frame. The other option I have is to select the frame on the canvas, and it's going to give me a few options. It's going to give me a few options of how to work with that specific frame. I can zoom in on the frame really close, just like I did a minute ago. I can also change the shape of my frame to be a different shape than a bracket. Or I can delete that frame and the information in it altogether if I don't want that frame on my canvas. The plus and minus buttons here allow me to make my frame bigger or smaller. And my hand tool gives me the option to grab the frame and move it around. I'm going to zoom in on this first frame to add some information to it. So I'll start by clicking on the subtitle text to add a subtitle for this frame. This will be the first step of my becoming a teacher. So I'll type in went to college. Then my next text box is for the information that goes with my frame about going to college. So I'm going to type in went to Luther College, and again you can change the color or the font or the size of these letters. Then I'm going to type in graduated in 2005 and received a degree in elementary education. Okay, then once I'm finished typing in my text, maybe if I wanted to add an image to this frame, I could insert an image. It's going to ask me to choose a Google image, so I'm going to just type in college and see what I get. And I am going to select one of these images under college. I'm going to choose this one. And then I'm going to choose insert to put it into my frame. So now I have an image to add to my frame that I can move around. I'm going to move this down to the corner, and I'm going to have to move my information up. Okay, so now I have information, I have text, and I have an image on my frame to go with it. So I'm going to keep working through my frames. So I'm going to go on to my next frame to work with my next frame. And my next frame would be the second step in my becoming a teacher. So I might put in I became a substitute teacher first before I had my own classroom. Then I'm going to work through the information that has to go with that becoming a substitute teacher. And I might add in an extra image for this one, or maybe a symbol. And I'm going to continue to work through my frames just like this until I've completed all of my information and have added all of the images, shapes, diagrams that I want. When I've completed all of my frames, I'm ready to present my Prezi. Now the great thing about Prezi is that the computer automatically saves all your changes for you as you work through your frames. And in the top corner here, you can see this little save disk. If you use it, that's fine and you'll save your work, but next to it you can see that the computer also keeps track of the time when the last save took place, and the computer is going to save your work automatically about every few minutes. So you can save it yourself, but the computer also keeps track of that. When you're ready to present, you're going to click the blue present button on the top left. And the Prezi is going to ask you if you'd want to be able to control the presentation with arrows. So you're going to select allow. And that way, the presentation is going to give you these arrows, left and right arrows at the bottom of the screen that you can control then what direction you move in and how fast you move through your frames. So the timer autoplay option over here gives you the choice to have the presentation Prezi move through your presentation automatically, and you can set the number of seconds that you'd like to have for each frame. So you can use the arrows on your own to move through your frames, or you can have the computer automatically move through your presentation. In order to show you a completed presentation and what that would look like being presented, I'm going to select a presentation that I made a while ago about reading and writing. And if I open up this presentation, I'm going to get the arrows that are going to give me the option to move through this presentation myself, or again, I have the auto present that I can let the computer present it with a couple seconds per frame. For me, I'm just going to move through my frames using my arrows to show you what direction I'm going to go and show you the information for each frame. When I get to the end of my presentation, then you can use the escape button to get back out to your main page. And those are the general directions for building your own Prezi presentation. Please feel free to ask a classmate or Mrs. Gilmore to answer any questions you might have as you work through your own presentation. Have fun!